After 4 years, Manila will once again play host to the 8th bilateral strategic dialogue between the Philippines and the United States. It couldn't have come at a more opportune time, as the Duterte administration has intensified its dealings with other partners, especially with its nearest rival in the Pacific, China. Incidents of harassment against Filipino fishermen involving Chinese fishing vessels, such as what happened to the crew of Filipino fishing boat Gemver at Recto Bank, continue to happen despite Manila's warming relations with Beijing. De La Salle University International Studies professor Renato de Castro says these are part of Beijing's coercive operations in the South China Sea. He believes Filipino and American officials will discuss the Recto Bank incident at the meeting, as well as how the Philippines may learn or gain capabilities from the United States in dealing with similar incidents.
First, we have to accept the fact that despite the friendship we have from China, China is still applying gray zone operation. And how do we address this? This will probably involve training the Coast Guard. This will involve, of course, application of certain technologies in terms of identifying fishing vessels.
As the Recto Bank incident took center stage at home and abroad, proposals to invoke the Mutual Defense Treaty have also taken center stage. The treaty states that an armed attack in the Pacific areas of both countries would enable military assistance between the two countries. However, the use of the term Pacific in the treaty remains unclear. For defense analyst and military historian Jose Antonio Custodio, reviewing or invoking the long-standing treaty between Manila and Washington does not apply in the aftermath of the Recto Bank incident. Custodio says the Mutual Defense Treaty is not simply a one-way commitment by the United States to defend the Philippines, and that key government leaders should focus on strengthening the country's defense capabilities instead of demanding America's presence to defend the country from external threats.
The problem, however, is the Philippines is like a spoiled brat. Tampuhin, you know. It wants things clearer, but at the same time, it is not willing to step up its defense.
Both De Castro and Custodio say the enhancement of the country's military capabilities may also be brought up in the dialogue, saying that officials from both Manila and Washington may discuss how to balance President Duterte's wish to buy top-of-the-line military equipment with the operational and budgetary requirements of the armed forces. Aside from security, the two-day dialogue in Manila will also cover topics such as law enforcement, economics, rule of law, and regional diplomacy. U.S. Ambassador to the Philippines Sung Kim will lead the American delegation, while Foreign Affairs Undersecretary Enrique Manalo will lead the Philippine contingent. Paulo Barcelon, CNN Philippines.